Okay. Itamek skanatoni. Good morning. It is a very rare windless morning. Mid-December the 13th, Wednesday. And I'm out here at Spopikami, the Turtle Waters, just for a quick walkabout. Coming up in a few days, on Sunday, is going to be the annual Lethbridge Audubon Christmas Bird Count. And I always cover Spopikami and then all the way upstream to Whoop-Up Drive, as well as the coulee slopes, you know, from the river to the rim, along that stretch. So it's always good to come out, I think, a few days beforehand, just as a kind of a scouting expedition, if you will. There could be some more rare species or someone we don't see too often, and if I can, you know, make note of them today, I can kind of count it, but at least it'll give me a heads up to really be on the lookout for that particular bird come Sunday. Now, coming into the winter here, haven't seen too much for oddball birds in this area. Like, some years I've been able to count the belted kingfisher, who's not supposed to stick around for winter, but there has been one that stuck around in previous winters here. I like to try to get at least an owl on the count, but we'll see if that happens or not. But I haven't seen the belted kingfisher or any oddballs coming into the season here, so probably Sunday is going to be pretty mundane count for me. And it'll definitely be a different kind of a count, because usually it's 20 below and the winds are howling, and it's not that uncomfortable right now. I think we're standing at about 1 degree. The pond is iced over, so there's not a lot of activity here. Even around the beaver lodge, it looks like we got at least a thin layer of ice. Last Sunday when I was here, that was open water still, so they've had a lot of open water opportunities. But yeah, just gonna take a walk around and see what's new and shaking, and if I can identify any interesting birds prior to the count this weekend, that would be good, but I don't have high hopes for that. All right, I'm at South Pond now, and I am overlooking the currant and bullberry patch. This is usually a very good place to find your small passerines, other than say the Nepomuckics, the chickadees. But in here you'll usually find at least maybe some juncos, tree sparrows, house finches, maybe even the odd like robin, the male robin that decided to stick it out for winter. Certainly pheasants, you know, but this morning, nada. Really hope that's not the same come Sunday. So I thought maybe in this bullberry brush, chokecherry stands under the high level bridge, maybe I'd come across someone. But so far, not a whisper of anybody. Don't know what's going on down here today. Because some days are kind of like that, but it's not what you want going into the Christmas bird count. Of course, on actual count day, I get everything on this side of the river. All these coulees up through there, that forest in the background, and all the way up to Whoop Up Bridge, my side of the river. That includes, of course, some of the birds that are on the ice, like these Canada geese here, whether they be on my side of the river or not. But things are looking pretty slim. I'm not going to go all that distance today, maybe a little bit of it, but I'm going to cut back through Spokane again. And yeah, if there's there's nobody around today, there's nobody around. That could be a good thing. If today is my dud day and then Sunday everything's hopping, that would be all right. Yeah, you're not going to be able to see it. I'm not going to be able to zoom in enough. But there is a bald eagle out this way. And just crossing the high level bridge boundary to the upstream area. I noticed the eagle when I was watching a male goldeneye who was out on the river, and I haven't looked at the goldeneye for a couple of minutes, so see if he comes up. Oh yeah, he's still in the same area. He just went under water. I'll see if I can zoom in on him. So far on this Wednesday morning, as I'm already making my return trip toward the parking lot, toward the north end. So far, I've seen a handful of geese. I guess that's more than a handful crossing over right now. But I've seen a handful of geese. You're probably not going to see this goldeneye either. I gotta give up on that. Yeah, handful of geese and a flock. Bald eagle and another flock coming over right now. And a goldeneye, and maybe a distant magpie. That's not good. I mean, it's something, but it's not good. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here this morning, but there's a whole bunch of people coming up behind me. As I was coming out of the Owlwood area by the river, I noticed them, and so I'm trying to gain a little bit of distance from them, and then I'm going to cut off the trail a bit and see if they'll pass by without paying me any mind. I don't know, stuff like that to me is always kind of a game, you know. Here's this guy standing amidst the trees. Do you notice him? Oh, I can hear them. They're coming. They're quick. They're close now. I think I'll cut off. That was pretty noisy there too. Did they notice? None so far as I can see. Yeah, I'm pretty hidden, so these ones in the back for sure wouldn't notice. But I'm kind of surprised the ones in the front. They even had a dog with them. Didn't pay me any attention. I think that was the last straggler in the party. Yeah, it was quite a few people. So my question is, if I play this kind of a game and enjoy it, what kind of games do the animals potentially play? The birds and the small mammals and that, as we move through their domain. I wouldn't doubt that they do something very similar to what I've just done to this party of people passing through. Just lay low and be amused at their poor level of awareness. Once again, I have to give credit to the forest for its quality as a shield. These trees. Because if I was in the same area trying to be undetected by a passing group of humans, and these trees weren't here, I would at the very least have to lay down. And that's not a safe posture for the most part, right? So far better if I can remain standing up as a human being, and amidst the trees, that potential is all there. Okay? Can use them as a shield. And we also, just our erect form, can appear very tree-like, right? In a clump of trees, like these cottonwoods. These cottonwoods don't grow singularly, by the way. This is one of the observations I made so far this winter regarding the forest. I mean, they almost always grow as pairs or more, no doubt locked in with the same root system, and all of these roots in this forest, you know, connecting. I'm sure it's one huge organism. But yeah, I think you know, one of the things about the forest and us is that we kind of we fit together. We probably have a long history together, because as human beings, one of the places that we're pretty damn camouflaged is amidst the trees. Back at North Pond now, and by the looks of things, I'm gonna have a very good Christmas goose count if I get out here on the river early enough to catch them before they go up to the stubble fields. Other than them, some magpies, a couple of golden eyes. Yeah, pickings are pretty slim out here. I'm hoping there's going to be a bunch more birds in a couple of days when I revisit again, but we'll see. I don't know. Yeah, I guess we'll just have to see what happens.